remarkable beyond conception was the change which had taken place in my best friend, Crawford Tillinghast. I had not seen him for 10 weeks, not since the day he drove me from his house in a burst of fanatical rage. He had told me of his dreadful experiments, his physical and metaphysical researches, and now I returned, driven by an urgent, half-coherent message. The figure that greeted me was scarcely human, a ghastly parody of the friend I had once known. The house was as oppressive as its occupant, shrouded in an air of unseen dread. Tillinghast seemed haunted, his eyes darting nervously, as if pursued by invisible specters. Up the stairs we went, into the dark emptiness of the house, each step a journey into madness. The attic laboratory was a nightmare of strange devices, dominated by a glowing, sinister machine. He seated me beside the machine, and as the machine's light grew stronger, its dreadful glow filled the room with an indescribable color. He claimed it was ultraviolet light, revealing to us a world beyond our ordinary senses. He spoke of breaking down barriers, of seeing worlds beyond our own, and I knew we had crossed a line that should never be crossed. Fear mingled with a dreadful curiosity as he described the unseen realms his machine could reveal. The room around us faded into unreality, and I felt the presence of things beyond human comprehension. Unrecognizable shapes and creatures poured into the room, their forms shifting and elusive. In my terror, I drew my revolver, a feeble defense against the horrors I could barely perceive. Tillinghast saw my fear, and his grin was a mockery of my helplessness. The laboratory transformed into a vast temple-like space, and I felt as though I stood in the presence of ancient, forgotten gods. Awe and terror warred within me as I beheld the indescribable. Shapes and clouds poured into the room, their forms shifting and elusive. In the swirling galaxies, I saw Tillinghast's face, distorted and cosmic, a vision of madness. His eyes, pits of flame, bore into me as he screamed about his discoveries, the unseen world that now encroached upon us. Trembling, I held the revolver, knowing it was useless against the horrors he had unleashed. He screamed. The servants. They saw too much and were obliterated by these creatures. You, too, will know their fate. Look. Look behind you. A flash of light, then darkness, and the sound of a gunshot echoed through the house. The machine shattered, and silence fell. The police arrived, drawn by the gunshot. They found me unconscious, the revolver in my hand, and Tillinghast dead beside his accursed machine. Tillinghast died from apoplexy. They questioned me, but I could not tell them the full truth. How could I explain the horrors I had seen, the things that now haunted my every moment? They released me, confused and skeptical, unable to understand the madness I had endured. Now, I can never feel alone or safe, haunted by the knowledge of what lies beyond, and pursued by the terror of what I have seen.